Hello everybody and welcome to Hawkeye FX with your host Marcus Toombs on the 28th of June 2017. Please excuse my voice, it's not been so well the last couple of days, but I just want to take a look at something a little bit different today, and that is something I do in my course, which is understanding waves within waves, I call it. We understand how the price moves, and this is quite fundamental to becoming a successful trader. So what I want to do in this video is just take a quick look at the pound yen currency, and just on this one chart, which is the 4-hour chart, I'll just bring a few points to your attention. Now the first thing is you can see this big move up here, which happened from mid-April through to mid-May, and this is a very smooth run up here. There's hardly any pullback, so it's a very bullish run. There's no bears trying to take this price down. And this price, while it's very good for the 4-hour traders, is quite difficult for intraday trades because there's very few trend runs within this, and even necessarily for scalpers. Compare this with the trend here from mid-May down to mid-June. You can see here it's very much more choppy and much more difficult to trade on the 4-hour charts because the pullbacks are quite large in pip value. We need to have larger stops. You will notice that when we speak about waves within waves, that there are quite a lot of pullbacks. So you can see at this low here, there's a lot of people wanting to buy into this, to be bullish on the pound, take this, fully expecting this price to come back up in the charts. Again, here a run for about 5 days up here, and you can understand that there's a trend run for pound strength here within the bigger downtrend of yen strength. Again, at this point here, we have pound strength here for 3 or 4 days. Again, the low here, another run of pound strength before the yen strength for the bigger run takes back over. Now, at this point down here, we bottom out, and this is the first stage. Then the low, we get a higher low here, and then when the price comes back up and breaks this previous high here, then we get our first higher high in this trend run down for this time frame, and we transverse from a downtrend into an uptrend. Okay, you will have noticed that this fib that I've put on here from back in May on the website here, we've been tracking this down, and we traded this very nicely. We're looking for the trend run. If I now take this off and put the trade parameters here for this time frame on the charts, we can see our low, our first high, pull back to the retracement area. You see it's come up, breaking the high to go into the uptrend, and you can see here it's hit the 161 level a few times here. We had a pullback right down to the 50 here, which is very significant, and then we've now gone on to a strong trend run, pausing at the 161 level, little congestion at 223 level, and now with the very bullish mood of the pound today, we are now targeting the 423 level, and there'll be no surprise to see that this level does correspond with a previous high, and I think you can see that that's the case there. So very much looking for this price now to target this 423 level. Now in doing so, I don't think it will go in one smooth run like this, although it may. It's more likely to have a few pullbacks within this path of strength. Okay, so just as a tip as I conclude this video here, you see the pound really rallied today, and that's because on all these different time frames here, the pound was strengthening. So it was going up in the chart here, the orange line going up in this chart, going up in the 480 chart, up in the 240 chart. The 120 here, you see from midday when Carney spoke, since then it's been going up strongly, and the 60-minute here again going up strongly. And so we're strengthening in all the time frames. There's no pullbacks in any of these time frames, so we get good price movement. And if you compare that with the yen was weakening in all our time frames here, the magenta line, and so you can see why this currency pair moves so much today. Now if you ask me how we can have this line, the pound weakening here and the 120 chart down here before it turns back up, this is a weakness within this chart, a pullback in the time frame, but this pullback here doesn't even register on the 240. It's simply a kink line here, and the 480 is not registered because the size of the pullback, the size of these waves are not affecting the bigger time frame. Okay, I hope this helps, and wish you well with your trading.